many people do.
I know.
Tell me about the red shoes. You remember the story about the red shoes and my mother?
Not me.
No, how she wanted red shoes and she went to live with you. 'Cause
Oh,
she
that's
ran
her.
away. She ran away from home to go. She was 16. And I remember my dad.
Where'd she go to live?
With,
Oh, Claire.
with Claire.
I was going to say, I don't
Doris.
remember red shoes and nobody came to live with
she
us.
was 13 years, so I would have been
You
too
would have
little
been, yeah.
to remember.
Yeah. Yep. But she went something about she wanted red shoes and her parents wouldn't let her have them, and so she went and got them anyway. And left home. For
Well,
a
I
little
think this
brief
is why
moment.
Nita and her never got along,
Yeah.
because Nita was very, very pretty, which Leona was too.
Mm-hmm.
But
Different.
different age group.
Personalities.
Well, different age
Personalities,
groups. I
yeah.
mean, the mother, Aunt Leona, which would have been Bob's wife,
Mm-hmm.
had Nita, which she was young. Ma was old when she had your mother.
Right.
Yeah.
And so her things were stuck in the old ways.
Mm-hmm.
And Nita was very popular in high school and very
Mm-hmm.
Pretty and
pretty,
good-natured.
good-natured, well-dressed, and
Yeah.
it was a whole different scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what else do you want to know?
I love it. I love
What's-
hearing all
what's-
these old-timey
What's
stories.
each of your favorite recipes of Ma?
Of mine?
Yeah.
Well,
Or of the family.
Huh?
Or of the family.
I don't know. I've got the lemon slump and
Mm-hmm.
what I don't know
You're
what
sticking
else.
with slump.
I,
You're
what's
sticking
that?
with slump.
have
I
to
like
say,
the slump
I
too.
have to say that me too.
I
Lemon
like
slump
slump.
was one of my favorite things.
It's the worst recipe you'd ever read, and you would think, ugh. And
Ooh,
it's
I'm
good.
glad. Ginger Woodmansee always used to say when she was invited and they had lemon slump, it was the best thing. Why don't you get that and make that for us? Because I used to make blueberry slump for everybody.
Yeah.
You're right.
And I'd make the apple slump, because those are the two my kids like.
Yeah.
Right.
And my husband likes, so, you know. Those are the ones I made the most. Once in a great while I'd make the lemon, but my kids didn't particularly care for lemon.
No,
Especially when they were little. But
probably an acquired taste.
I loved
I love lemon.
Oh, I do
I love
too.
the
I do
I love the suet pudding. That
That
probably
too.
I loved it.
Anything with molasses.
Mm.
Yeah.
And she
The
used to
hermits.
make
Just make hermits.
Oh,
oh
yeah.
the hermits
The
were
hermits.
absolutely delicious.
That's right.
I would get off the bus when I was a kid and go in, and she'd always have a glass of milk and whatever she'd made, a molasses cookie, hermit, I mean anything that she would have made. And she'd sit down and have a cup of coffee. Now, how did your day go?
Oh,
And if I had something that my mother and father said I couldn't do, or something else, I'd go right up there and I'd go, I'm really mad at them. What is the matter, dear?
Aw.
And I'd say, well, they said I can't do this and I can't do this. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. Would you like something? I'll make you something. What would you like?
Oh, that's nice.
To make you feel better, huh?
Yeah, well, I'm supposed to.
We only made hermits for us one time.
Yeah.
We made good hermits.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she did
hermits
that.
were
She had
very
the
good.
recipe. I wonder where that
Very
recipe book went, because that was
have the
great.
We have the
You want the
recipes.
You want the hermit recipe?
We got that
You
one.
got
I'll copy it for you. Yeah.
Oh, I loved her hermit.
Yeah, she had trouble finding the recipe too, so I don't think she had the book, but she made it for us, and she said she thought she perfected it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Or do you want to get it? Do you know better? Is it in the folder?
It's in that folder.
And what did they farm? Corn.
Oh, they found everything.
Everything is.
Oh, tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, squash, summer squash,
Winter
corn,
squash.
winter squash, potatoes,
You can do it at the end if you want.
carrots,
Parsnips.
Someone did it.
and beets. And they put them in bins downstairs.
I
They were
remember
like
that.
this. It was a dirt cellar.
Yep,
Yep.
I remember that dirt.
And my
cellar.
grandmother hummed all the time. When we stayed there, she'd hum. Hum. You couldn't sing.
But
You
she could
couldn't,
hum.
no, you couldn't whistle. You couldn't whistle. And my cousin Barbara and I mean, it's awful to do things like that. But you'd be sitting there, and she'd hum. Down the stairs she'd go, up the stairs she'd go. And the woman wasn't young. She was old then. And we would whistle. One day Barbara would whistle, the next day I would whistle. Your turn. And she'd right by us. Whistling girls, cackling hens, always come to no good end. And every day she said the same thing. We wanted to hear her say it.
Oh, that's so
We'd whistle. We'd whistle to hear her say it.
hilarious.
Isn't that awful, though? You think about it. I mean, poor old soul was running up and downstairs
How old
trying
is
to
she?
cook. Oh, God, she had to be in her 80s, didn't she?
Probably.
Oh, wow.
Now I've got to ask, did Ma twiddle her thumbs? Because I'm seeing twiddle
Oh,
a
twiddle,
little
twiddle.
bit.
Yeah.
You and I know once when at the end when we
Leona.
went out with
And
lunch with
Leona,
Leona,
we
we
all
like
do
Leona's
that.
doing it, Sue's
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah,
you're
she
doing-
would sit. She would sit at the. She'd sit at the kitchen table
It's a bit good
and read her paper.
Isn't that funny?
We all
Read her
do.
paper and watch who's coming up and down the road.
There's
And
a
she would sit like
machine coming
Same
down
thing.
the road. I think it's going to be coming in here. She called her truck her machine.
Oh.
I took my machine and I went here and there. And
Boy, did she
Yeah.
drive that truck. She that old truck.
55, you put it right to the floor.
My father had to take it away from her.
Oh.
That was a scene.
I bet.
Because she used to, I mean, he got calls, and then I guess the other kids maybe did too, probably Bob and what have you. And they said, you know, it's just the idea she drives the same speed no matter where she goes. She's going to park, she drives the same speed. What's on the brake? She goes into the horse barn, and she's going to go right out the other end one of these days. That's where
Yeah,
they kept the
would've
truck.
been- that would have been a long drop
Yeah.
on the other side.
That's where they were, that's where they kept the
pigs underneath.
Well, the pigs were underneath and the horses were on the top, and her truck went in there.
right in there, and then
Well,
and then we had the hay
Hay mow
above with all the
upstairs.
kittens.
well, anyway, she kept doing it and doing it. Now he said, you know something? I don't think you should be driving anymore. And she said, what? She was old then, because Aunt Lily was driving with her then, and they both wore baseball caps, and they went down the street, and everybody in town knew them. And she said, well, what are you talking about? Who would ever say that about me? And he said, well, I've heard it 2 or 3 times. Ma, you're going to get in an accident. You're going to go right through. You don't slow down before you go get in the barn. You're going to go right out the other end one of these days because your brakes are going to give way. Oh, Scout, you're just telling tales. And my father said, no, we've got to. Now everybody agrees with me. You've got to get rid of. Oh, I guess, and everybody been haunting him. He was the one that had to do it. Mm. She did finally, but she was not a happy camper for a long time. And then the doctor told her, it was just before they stopped everything. I mean, she was old. And he said that she had to have a shot of brandy a day.
Hot toddy.
And she said, well, she's supposed to take, they didn't call it a hot toddy, but it was like this, in a shot glass. Buy me a shot glass. And don't go to the liquor store. You go to Barbara's. Barbara's was there then. It was a pharmacy, but they sold liquor. You go there and you buy me the smallest thing they have. Everybody's going to think that something's wrong with me. Oh, I'm drinking. And she was a teetotal.
Oh,
I mean,
really?
Oh,
yeah.
God. Oh, she didn't want anything. If after hanging, my father would give my grandfather a beer. Oh, excuse me, she was furious. That beer was going to kill him. But she'd say, I mean, it almost choked her to take that brandy.
Yeah.
She did not want that. And he said, what kind of, I don't care what kind you give me, you get me some.
And
Don't let anybody see you.
she'd put it
That
in
sounds like something Leona would
tea
say.
and make us drink it
She did.
hot.
Hot toddy.
Oh, hi, yeah, if you didn't feel good. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
But she
and
put that in a spoon. You get this much, When I was sick, I can remember being sick, and she'd give me 1 tablespoon in all of this hot water. You weren't getting anything. And she'd say, now just be careful, drink it slow. I think back and I drank it slow. I figured, boy, maybe it'll kill me, you know.
What other animals did you have? Pigs and horses, and you sold them, I guess.
Cindy
Pigs,
Beagle.
horses, cows, chickens.
And Cindy the Beagle.
Is that it?
Yeah, the Beagle off
Goats?
the bat.
That wasn't a beagle, was that?
Well, it's Beagle, Cindy. I have pictures of it.
I got, well,
But
my
that
father
was when
had,
I was little.
well,
and-
Smokey Joe Jr. was my father's.
Yeah,
That way, he had a dog out there tied,
right,
and I had a cat.
right.
So you could say when the tide came in.
Yeah, exactly.
We had a parakeet when I was a kid.
Oh,
And one morning, the parakeet was like lying on the bottom of the cage, feet up.
Oh, yeah.
My mother called the vet, and the vet said, put brandy in an eye drop and give it to the bird. And she did, and the bird got right up and started singing.
That was
That's crazy.
You wouldn't believe it.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I thought this was a joke.
I thought it was just going to be dead, yeah.
My mother-in-law had one, and he used to say, when I had Lisa, and she was a little baby,
No, no.
maybe a year old.
Smart.
She'd let it out of the cage. I didn't particularly care for the bird to get on me, but where's the baby? Where's the baby? Where's the baby? What'd you do with the baby? Where's the baby? And it wouldn't shut up. I used to think, oh Jesus, what is wrong with this Harry? Yeah, it kept going on and on and on. Where's the baby? Where's your baby? Yeah, that's exactly how it said it too. Where's the baby?
When
Where's
my
the
mother's
baby?
sister would call us, we would start to say, it was coming, it was coming.
It's funny how they would repeat things.
Yeah,
over and
yeah.
over. Oh God.
That's funny. Oh, I remember the hot toddy though when Ma and Pa came and lived with us when I was about 15.
Yeah.
And I used to have to make her hot toddy at night. And it was really good blackberry brandy, about that much in the teacup, and then a couple of teaspoons of sugar and hot water. And she used to smack her gums. She'd sleep really well though, but she'd take that little hot toddy.
I think we need to get you a hot toddy one night.
I don't think that's the answer.
But that was, yeah. But it was good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a very good memory.
You're the old. I have good memory.
Lying on the ground with your legs up in the air, waiting for Susie. Wake up, Ed, wake up!
That's funny. That's funny. Oh gosh.
Well, good stories. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Really interesting.
Fun.
I learned a lot.
We have lots of stories.
Oh yeah.
What else?
Like the bog. Oh, I was so afraid
Well,
of that
What about the
bog.
bog? Is it cranberry bog?
No.
It was just where the cows, they used to make.
Quicksand.
No, it
Well,
wasn't.
that's what they told us.
That's because they didn't want you to go near. We used to skate on it. And then the cows would go down there in the winter time. They wouldn't have to do water. They'd make holes in the ice
Okay.
so for the cows to drink.
Yeah.
But us kids would all go down skating.
Hmm.
And it was a nice spot to skate.
The good old days were good old days.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Kids played outside.
Yeah, you had to
Yes,
make
yes.
your own fun.
Yeah.
You'd play kick the can.
Yeah.
Oh
and
yeah.
Whatever.
Oh, I used to love.
Hide and seek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
used
used
to
What is the
watch
rules of
like
kick the
that.
can?
I used to play that.
Can I just kick a can?
I don't know because I never had to be it because I
No.
couldn't run.
Oh.
So my brother would hide me, and I thought I was playing, which I wasn't. Now that I think about it,
You
Oh,
were
But
the
I-
only one
I
playing
thought-
hide and seek.
I was
Nobody was seeking
kick the
you.
can. Yeah,
And or you would be by the can. And
yeah.
every time you saw somebody, we'd stand her by the can, and every time she walked, and every time she found somebody, she'd say, I gotcha.
Oh.
So it's hide and seek, and you kick the can when you find someone?
No, if they were looking for you, you know, most of us would go around looking for somebody.
Okay.
If somebody would come out from over here and you were over there, they'd kick the can. You wouldn't be it the next time.
I see.
Mhm.
Did I get those right?
I think so. I never had to be it, so I don't know.
Oh.
But my brother was good. He was always hiding me.
Yeah.
So I thought I was playing.
You
Oh,
were. You were.
that's
Yeah.
nice. I remember playing in the barn, and it had so many interesting hiding places. And
Yeah.
Bill and I used to go up there and play in the hay.
In the hay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Corn
And-
crib. We used to play in the
oh,
corn
in the
crib.
corn crib, yeah.
We used to
Yep.
play in the corn crib all the time.
And I took Billy out because my grandmother said that one of the barn cats had kittens to see him.
Right.
So we went out to see him, and there was just crawling up the side of the thing. So Billy grabs it like this. Well, it was a mouse.
Oh no!
Had it like this, and the thing bit him.
Oh no!
Oh.
I don't remember that.
Oh well, your mother was
Oh, yes.
crazy.
Oh, I bet she did.
Oh.
I'm killing him, and I was supposed to be watching him, and I don't know what else.
Oh my God!
Oh boy.
So, yes, and she loaded him in the car and took him to town.
Took
And
him to the vet.
He's been bit. Oh, I can remember when he wasn't too old. And it was Ma's birthday, and Leona did cook good. She had a beautiful cake she had. And for whatever reason, why she would hand a little kid this cake, she handed him cake, Billy.
Uh-oh.
And there was that stone wall, and he was on the stone wall, and he started walking, and that cake was going this way.
no.
All of a sudden, boing. Oh,
She
well,
was
I
mad.
thought she was going
He
to.
tells a story about being in the Thunderbird.
Thunderbird.
With you and the cake.
Yep.
To the same cake?
Well, I don't know.
know.
Is it a different story or
This
not?
this one went off, and she blamed me. It was my fault. I wasn't even anywhere near him.
Yeah.
And the kid was going like this, like any kid would. He was trying to walk on this little thing that was about this high.
Oh.
I think that was a different time.
It must have been.
It's okay. Drama.
It was, yeah. They had the birthday cake, I think it was,
Mm.
for Ma.
I don't remember.
Mara Pa, probably.
I don't know, but Leona left the cake in the car with Sue and Bill, and the word was, and don't fight. And of course, like, she had probably not even gotten in the house, and they started fighting and dumped the cake over.
Oh yeah. Oh.
She was not a happy.
Oh no,
camper.
she
He loves
wasn't
to tell
happy
that
this
story.
day. Let me tell you.
Oh yeah. And
Ooh.
he was always beating up on me though.
Do you know what the cake said when it got into the fight?
What?
You want a piece of me?
You make that up.
No,
Yeah,
you
he
know,
did.
that was the icing on the cake.
Well, we should probably get underway. It's
Okay.
almost, it's almost 5 o'clock.
Oh yes.
We got an hour's
Yes.
drive ahead of us. We got a longer
And
drive
then I
than
gotta go pick my baby up.
Where's Ozzy?
He's with his
Your dog?
Yeah, my
Is
dog.
that near
It's
you, sort of, or
John.
is it-
maybe half an hour, but it's on the way home.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a pit stop before I.
Now, how long
That
does it take you to
recipe.
get home?
Hour and a half.
Oh, all right.